Okay, let's talk about focaccia. What I got here is 5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of salt. Right here, I've got my active yeast. Now, what I did, I took 1 3/4 cup of warm water between 100 and 110 degrees. I put in a tablespoon of sugar and 1 packet of active dry yeast. And the way you know that your yeast is going to work is you put this in a cool oven and you let it sit there for about 15 minutes and it'll get bubbly like this and you can really smell the yeast. So we're going to take this water and we're going to add it to the flour and salt, and then we're going to take and we're going to add in 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. 1/2 cup. Right here like this. This bread is so easy. What is focaccia? It is an Italian flatbread. 1/2 cup olive oil. It's simple, simple, simple. Lock that down. And let our bread hook do the work for us. Now once this forms into a ball, we're going to let the bread hook knead it. It's going to knead the dough for about 7 minutes. And this bread is really, really versatile. You can do absolutely anything with it. So that's coming up and it's going to knead our dough. Knead it, knead it, knead it. And then we're going to put it in to rise for about an hour. So this is focaccia. Alright, we've done let this knead now for about 6.5, 7 minutes. And you'll notice it's very sticky. Sticky, sticky. So we're going to take it off of our dough hook. And then what we're going to do is just get it out of the bowl. Put it on a very lightly floured board, just like this. Lightly floured. It's really sticky. Really sticky. And so we're going to take this, and all we're going to do is just knead it a couple of times till the sticky is gone. Knead it on a lightly floured board just till the sticky is gone. We need it. We need to knead it, and that's all we got to do to it right there. So, sticky is gone. It's a sexy, sexy, sexy dough. Look at that. It feels great. Now, this bowl, I've put some olive oil in it, rubbed it around. Put our dough in here, give it a flip. Just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that in a piece of plastic wrap. Stick it in that cool oven again. Now what we did, we put a like a pie plate and on the bottom rack of the oven with some hot water in it. Just hot water and a cold oven in that pie plate. It's going to make the oven the perfect temperature and humidity to take care of this rise. And now, once you put this in, with the plastic wrap, I want you to put it in, and I don't want you to look at it for an hour. Don't be tempted, because this little boy is going to get really big. So put him in there, and we forget about him for 1 hour. Alright, we're moving on to the next step in focaccia land. Now this is going to seem excessive, but I'm putting 1/2 cup of olive oil on this sheet tray. I know it looks excessive, but trust me, it needs it. And it's gonna...
Focaccia is an oil bread.
It's an oily bread. So, there's that ready. Now, let's take out... Now, let's take out the focaccia. Look, let's see. See, he's a big boy now. See? Yay! Pretty. Now we're going to poke it down. We're going to move it over onto the sheet pan. Give it a flip. Now, what you want to do is spread it out on your sheet pan. And I know that oil looks scary. Don't let it be. So we're going to spread this out. And now this is a very important part of focaccia. Make holes in it. See? Don't be scared. Make holes with your fingers. Because this is going to be real rough looking top for this bread. So make holes. Make it big holes like that. Because we're going to put this back in and it's going to rise up again. It's going to do a second rise.
And we'll change the hot water.
Actually, the oven is still very warm from that water, so I'm just going to leave it. So, see how holy that is? Don't be scared. That's what it's supposed to look like. So we're going to take this, put it back in the oven, and that's still good and warm, and let it do a second rise, and we'll look at it after the second rise. Okay, I'm preheating my oven now to 425 degrees. The focaccia has risen yet again. See how pretty? You see all those holes I made? And they've really filled in nicely. So, you're going to think, Mark, you're crazy, but I'm not. Oil bread, it's an oily bread. It's not going to be oily once you cook it, but it does need another drizzle of olive oil over the top, just like this. And then, I'm going to take a little bit of kosher salt and just give it a sprinkle of kosher salt over the top. This is what's going to flavor the top. Just don't over salt it, you know. Just give it a little sprinkly dink of salt. And now, that's going to go into a 425 degree oven, and we're going to check it at 20 minutes. Okay, see, look, focaccia come out golden brown on top. And I actually took this out after about 17 minutes. Because you want it golden brown on top, and it's so nice. It feels very soft on the inside. And y'all, this bread is good for everything. I mean, it's good for dipping in soups. You can take and cut it in little slices and make French toast out of it. You can also cut it into little squares, and cut it in half and make it like a bun. It toasts beautifully. And so that's our finished focaccia.